What's up everyone, it's Tony here, and as you can see, we have a monster of a super yacht to tour today. This is a 2020 Sanlorenzo 44 alloy. It's named Kamikasa, and it's listed for sale by the Italian Yacht Group. This yacht has an aluminum hull and an aluminum superstructure. Inside it has an incredible 3-level private apartment for the owner's suite. Your jaw is going to hit the floor when you see this. It's 146 feet in length, or around 44.5 meters in length. You have a 30-foot and 6-inch beam and a draft of around 7 feet. And as you can see inside where you have the garage and beach club, you have these huge terraces that fold out. And then of course the transom wall will also flip out. And we'll get into this area later on in the tour. You can get a little bit of the sense of the scale from its profile from this angle, but I'm gonna throw a few photos of its profile on the screen so you can see the grand scale of this yacht. Let's go ahead and get started with this Sanlorenzo super yacht tour. As mentioned, this transom door does open up. You can also see on the passerelle the teak-line stairs on the bottom. When this folds in, it will look exactly like the staircase on the other side. So we're heading on board via the passerelle, and we're gonna bypass the aft deck. The crew, we're right before the Palm Beach International Boat Show, and they are prepping things and finishing things up on the aft deck. So we're gonna head right inside to this beautiful main salon. As you can see, this is a stunning area. Over here we have the door. This leads down to that beach club and garage that's underneath the aft deck. We'll go in there later. We'll probably finish up there because I know they're prepping in that area as well. You have side access doors on either side, so you can really open up this space. Oh, go ahead. And then forward of this seating, you will find the formal dining area. And I'm not 100% certain. I believe I can kind of see it. I believe there is a TV behind this mirrored surface. By the way, the vertical millwork, and this is just a stunning yacht. You can see some of the glassware stored on either side. And of course you have the other side access door on this side. And it is located on the main deck, so I know I teased a 3-level, or it's kind of a 2.5 depending on how you consider it, but you have this 3-level owner suite. We're gonna get to that in just a moment. First, here is the formal foyer, so another side access door, really wide door, and there are pocket doors tucked away right here, so you can close off all these different rooms if you want. I think right now for the show they just have everything open, which makes sense. And then I love the strips of LED lights in the woodwork along the stairs, going up to the bridge deck and down to the guest cabins. Continuing forward, this is just a closet. And then here is the day head for this level. Beautifully designed, just like every other room. And then I'm not gonna tease you any longer. Let's head into the owner's suite or an owner's apartment, however you wanna classify it as. You come through this door. Now this is kind of like the half level, I'd say. So whether it's 2 or 3 stories or 2.5, you have to let me know in the comments what you consider this to be. You have a whole wall of marble that's just stunning. And then you have your office space over here. And then here's where you're presented with the options. You can go up or down. And I think we'll go down first. You'll notice more of that beautiful marble just all over the place. 3 steps down into the primary room. So of course you have your king bed. Another dressing table over here. Then of course, TV behind the mirrored panel. Take a look at this ensuite. Absolutely beautiful. And as you would expect, you can walk all the way across to the other side. So you have your double vanity, and then toilet and bidet over here in this enclosed section. This door, of course, leads back out to the bedroom area. And you have this closet door right here, but this is a walk-around closet. So we'll just go through this open door on this side, and you can see huge closet space. And this yacht is privately owned. Obviously, they don't have anything hung up, but we're not going to open up every single drawer right now. But this is, you can hear the echo in here. It's just a massive space. You're not going to run out of storage room on this one. Now, let's head up to the upper level of the owner's suite. Look at this little private oasis up here. You have these huge windows giving you a fantastic view up to the bow. And then a gorgeous lounging area. You have the blinds that are hung up, and these are powered. So you have two different blinds depending on what you want to block out. And those are powered. So if we push this button right here, this should be the lighter shade. You can see how that's extending out right now. We're not going to extend that through the whole room, but I think you get the idea. So let's set things back because we do like to leave things how we found them. You can also see, I think that's a massage table down there, which naturally this is the perfect room for that. You get tons of natural light. And you can see, I believe they're still filling it up for the show, but here's a sneak peek. This is a custom jacuzzi pool out front. But we'll head out there in a little bit. So there you have it. The 2.5, 3-story private apartment. And now we have 4 additional guest cabins down below, so we're gonna head there next. Oh my gosh, these lights are just stunning, as well as, look at the stone on the staircase. Sanlorenzo knows how to build a high quality, stylish yacht. It's very apparent. Here is one of the VIPs. And they're keeping that same theme throughout all the different TVs. You have the mirror with, I don't think the camera is picking it up, but I can see with my own actual human eyes, you can see the tiny mark where the actual TV is behind the glass. And then here, of course, is the ensuite. You still get a double vanity in here, as well as the separate toilet area. And then the shower, stone lined, of course, is right over here. And I'm not going to open up all of these, but I will open this one up. If we come across the hall, this is technically the 4th and 5th cabin. So we have a double bed right here, and then the single, as well as a Pullman berth. So this is a great kids room. You can fit a lot of people in here. Same high quality finishes in the ensuite, of course. And once again, TV behind the mirror. And now the other 2 cabins are going to be mirrored to the last 2 that we just saw. Right here, these are closet spaces for cleaning supplies, anything you need. This is for the crew. And then the mirrored VIP to the other one. I imagine this will have the same exact double vanity. And last but not least, actually this one is not mirrored to the other one, so glad we're going to see the differences here. This one has the queen bed, and it's set up configured facing this direction. So slightly different from the other one. That 5th cabin is obviously the smallest one. You have lots of beds in there, great kids room. Love the design of this towel rack. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, then of course, a big welcome to you. My name is Tony, and I post a new yacht or super yacht tour every single week. And if you're enjoying the Sanlorenzo 44 Alloy so far, please leave a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. And comment down below. Let me know what you think so far of this beautiful Sanlorenzo yacht. Before we head upstairs, let's show the galley. And I know the crew, they're actively working, so we have to be very mindful of that. This door is automatic. And here's a shot of the galley. Like I said, the crew is actively working, so let's get out of their way. There is some prep space over here, and then a side access door as well, a wine fridge, and then you also have the staircase. This is for the crew to get up and down to the different levels. And then this door leads us back to the formal foyer entrance. This is where the day head is. So you can kind of get a sense of how we're walking around here. And then down this hallway, here's where we find the crew mess. So you can see monitoring systems for the yacht, the camera system. And then a very spacious crew area. And this yacht can sleep up to 9 crew. So we're not going to go into their cabins, but I imagine you have the laundry room right here, and then all their cabins up this hallway. All right, let's get out of their way. They're working hard. I know this yacht came in late last night. Thank you. Excuse me. Like I said, this is day 1 of the Palm Beach International Boat Show. This yacht came in late last night, so they've been up all night and all morning prepping and cleaning this yacht. We make our way upstairs, another side access door, and then here, these, like I said before, you have the doors that are tucked away, but this is the Skylounge area. So it's pretty small. They kind of made this area smaller, so you have a larger bridge deck aft, which I kind of like. You actually have 2 TVs mounted. And you can hear that powered door behind me. We're not going to go outside yet. We still have more to see inside. Over on the port side, this is another crew area, so we have more refrigeration and freezers, the dumbwaiter, another prep space, and then here is that crew staircase so they can get up and down. And then you have another day head right through this door. And let's grab a quick shot of the bridge. As you can see, extremely modern helm station. And of course you have side access doors leading out to the side decks on each side, and the L-shaped seating behind. As well as these really cool, look at these captain's chairs. And you have 2 of these. Sorry, I'm pointing the camera a little low because I don't want it to overexpose so you can't see this area. So when I point down, it's just to remove some of that window light. You can see you have so many large screens. A lot of these are touch screens as well. All right, let's keep moving. Now we're going to head out to the bridge deck aft, and this is a huge alfresco dining area. You have this beautiful table, and then just some lounging spaces aft of that. And we do have the sun deck overhead, so you have even more space upstairs, but you can see you can put the shades up overhead. Now, before we head up to the sun deck, let's head all the way forward because we're on the correct level. Up here, this is the side access door to the bridge, and you have a wing station. Then actually, I didn't realize you actually have a Portuguese bridge up here. And you have a staircase that leads down. And this is how we get up to the bow all the way. You can see we're still filling up this pool, but you have some bench seating right here. And this is a custom jacuzzi. This isn't the standard option. Then if you move all the way forward, you have the built-in sun pads wrapping all the way around it. You have a very clean profile up here, which I really like. I know you saw those profile shots in the beginning. Guys, this yacht is truly stunning in the water, and it's also beautiful being on board. Very happy we got to tour this one. And we have even more spaces to see. So, I hope you're enjoying yourself. Now we're gonna head back around and we'll head up to the sun deck. Really wide decks as well, and I love, I mean, just look at these details. Like, you have all of this woodwork with the glass. It's not just a standard steel railing. Every single space, it's really elevated with the materials. So of course, this is the bridge deck aft that we just saw. Now, we're gonna head up to the sun deck. Of course, this is a tri-deck super yacht. And because you have the jacuzzi up on the bow, you don't have one back here. So they actually have some workout equipment, but of course you could put whatever you want out here. You have some freestanding furniture as well. And this is, let me just go all the way back. Look how huge this sun deck is. This is a huge space. Hardtop over the first, maybe about a quarter or a third of the sun deck. We have another huge alfresco dining area. Of course, this is all the storage that goes along with it. I believe this is dumbwaiter access. So even if you're gonna have a meal up here, you can still send things up, which is nice. And they also have this extremely sleek, look at the second home station up here. You have the bench that spans across, and then look at this. Naturally, this folds down to protect this area, but you have 4 additional screens and a second set of controls. In front of this, you have more sun pads. And then just take a look at this vantage point. All right, now we've seen most of the interior. We're gonna head back and we're gonna go find that garage and the beach club. Don't worry, I didn't forget. We also need to see the aft deck still, because I know we breezed over that in the beginning. Let's see if they're done cleaning up out here. So here you can see how the aft deck is set up. You also have a huge row of sun pads right back here. Then of course, this is the pass row where we began the tour. Now, I mentioned earlier, there was that door where we first came inside, and this is how we can access the garage. These doors open up automatically. And then through this door, you also have, of course, I guess we could have got in here from the side deck, but either way, you can access this. And then they have this set up as a gym down here. All right, so this is the beach club / garage. Now, they have this set up as a gym. Clearly the owner is into fitness. You have all of your dumbbells over here. You can see your Williams tender. You have and then back here, this is the transom wall that we saw in the beginning, and you can see it's T-clined, so this will fold out. And then you also have on each side, you can see the crane in the ceiling. This is how you get the Williams tender out of here, but we saw the cutout in the beginning, and you can see it from the inside now. These areas will fold out, so you can really have an open air space down here. You have your bar area and the TV as well, and a bunch of beautiful accent lighting in the floor. I like how this entire area is T-clined. It feels like a very finished space, although it's also obviously a storage area. So that's a nice touch there. And it's a bit loud in the engine room, so I'm going to show you the engines and then I'll tell you about the performance back here in the beach club. So, what you saw in there was a pair of MTU engines. Specifically, those were MTU 16V M96L engines. They produce 2,000 horsepower each. Your top speed is pretty quick at 20 knots for a yacht of this size. You can cruise, of course, at 13 knots, and you're looking at over 2,000 nautical miles of range. Let's head back up. And I think we'll finish this tour in the main salon. Actually, let's finish the tour in the owner's suite because it is so spectacular. Thank you, of course, to the Italian Yacht Group for granting me access on board. I'm going to link this listing of theirs in the description down below. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of this one. Sanlorenzo builds an insanely high quality yacht. Hopefully I portrayed that well throughout the video. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next time.